Aw. Okay, I think I got it working again. Okay. Alright, test. Test. Ooh. Okay. Okay, are we back? I think we're back. I am so sorry. I don't know what happened. We back? Yes, I think we back. Probably. Hello, Cole. Oh, hey there, Andy Champlin. How you doing? I think we're back, but I don't think the chat is agreeing with me. Come on. There we go. Now we back. There we are. Okay. So, sorry about that. About 20 minutes into this game, my internet died. Don't be. That crash came at the perfect time. Oh, okay. When I'm done with this stream, I have to take a look at that nether. Did it crash the moment I said, oh no, he's hot? Because if it did, that would have been perfect. Oh, shit. I floated. That was something. That was indeed 100% a thing that happened. Anyway, okay, so, to, get, you up to speed, Andy, we started playing this as a joke, and then it crashed, and then my internet died. So now we're gonna continue where we left off. Also, this game is apparently only 2 hours long. Also, Merry Christmas. Crap. Okay. There we go. It's him! It's... Yeah, right. Oh my god! If it isn't my favorite student, Harland, Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog. Before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Harland. Colonel Sanders. Okay. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats-a-Lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before Faucet Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. You jerk. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is it with all these really weird insults? Besides, when Cole sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at that shit. You're not helping. Chicken. Hey, Cole. Hey, Judd. How you doing tonight? You take a moment to clean yourself up. It's a good thing you didn't forget about that deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to this place, the greatest culinary academy in the world, for fast food. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. Ooh, a battle to the death. Wait, I'm just gonna move my thing over here a little bit more. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Oh god. Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? So even Wendy's and Ronald went here. Neat. Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let there be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Okay, forget Colonel Sanders. Can I romance the robot? I hope you have a good Aw, thank you, Judd. I hope you had a Merry Christmas, too. The class burst into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should take better care of yourself. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You try to decide to butter him up by giving him a treat from your pockets, but what kind? Okay, guys. What snack should we give the doggo? What snack does the pupper get? A beef treat, a rubber ball, or a chicken snack? I have a sneaking feeling that it's going to be the chicken snack. Dean votes for the chicken. Andy says the chicken. This is KFC, so yes, we should make sure that we give him ham. Jinjud says beef. Okay, so we've got 3. Yep. Alright, so we got 3 for chicken and 1 for beef. We're gonna go with the chickens. We're gonna go with the chicken snack. You reach beneath your bacon and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite! Yep. Well, I think there might be some competition for New Star students. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hands slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. Aren't the bones bad for dogs? I think in moderation they're fine. And it depends on the brand that you get. Oh, hey, Rusty. Hey, y'all. Merry Christmas, and the fuck is this? Oh, hey, Rusty. We are celebrating KFC entering the console wars by streaming a visual novel they released last year. Because it's Christmas, and I felt like we all needed a laugh because of how 2020's been in general. I hope that you're doing well. How are you tonight? Can you pet the dog? I do not know. Let's find out. You see other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treats on them at all times. I'm, like, leaning. Settle down, young chefs. Can I change my mind? Yeah, you can change your mind. You said beef and then you said chicken, so we went with chicken. Chicken. Four for chicken, no one for anything else. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. Next year is 2021. And Rusty's doing good. Oh yeah, I know that we have a couple of people who work retail in the chat. Did you guys did you guys get stuck working Christmas? I normally get stuck working Christmas, but I actually had this year off, which was kind of nice. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey Cole, there's still a seat here. It seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me if you're interested. Okay. Ooh, 2 good options, but which will we choose? Best friend or good-looking guy? Best friend, good-looking guy. Best friend, good-looking guy. Oh, we're sitting next to the Colonel. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. I worked for 5 hours. It got really busy. Oh, geez. I'm sorry to hear that, Nether. I'm unemployed right now, and I got emails stating I will get a call. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. You are unemployed at the moment. Mm-hmm. However, his perfect upright posture shows a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thank you for offering me this seat. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can, and do it the best you can. What's with this? It's the only way you'll ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. That's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. Hey there, Devastator. How you doing? This is the KFC visual novel game. Now, Christmas is the one day off Donald General is closed all day. Begrudgingly, I'm sure. As soon as you've settled down into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast. It's time for a pop quiz. What? Yay, a quiz about me. No. This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question 1. It's perfect. My last paycheck was paid today. Oh, nice. That's actually good timing. Question 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to you wash your hands before cooking? Extremely? That's right. Already? I'm good. I got lots of turkey, mashed potatoes, ham, carrots, and meatballs for supper. Nice. Oh, I love having ham on Christmas. Forest is to tree as chicken is to feather. That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? But we didn't learn anything yet. Especially in this year. A spork? Okay. Yeah, that's right. What food is best for a broken heart? Anything, as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Camel meat, a pancake that looks like a silly face. I'm gonna go with this. Though I would have actually said chocolate. Chocolate always makes my heart feel better. Is Sprinkles a good boy? He's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He is the best boy. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, this is so silly. Ooh! Guys, I got a perfect score. Yay! Wow. Be honest. Did you cheat? You look up to see Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. Chocolate is the drug of choice. Alright. I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain. Oh! Oh, stop. You're making me blush. I'm playing No Man's Sky right now, grinding abandoned freighters. Oh, nice, nice. No Man's Sky, I really do have to get onto that at some point. I've heard it got really good in recent years. Hot diggity, Cole. You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. Oh my god. Yeah, I actually heard dark chocolate tastes better when you're feeling depressed. I have heard of that too. I think there's something in chocolate that actually is supposed to make you happier. But I don't know the details on that. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Yes! Oh, lunchtime already? Goodness. The cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. The Stewart's Cafeteria. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Colonel Sanders looks like an anime protagonist. Oh, stop twitching. Chocolate has the chemical formula for love. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for your tardiness. You see, Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Oh my god. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. Oh, this poor student. But Shh. Lunch. Maybe I should eat more chocolate. I've been really depressed for a long time. I mean, chocolate can make you feel better, but it's definitely not a replacement for other things to help with treating depression. She said, shh. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. Is Cole playing as a dogo? I am not playing as a dogo. Probably. Merry Christmas, Cole. Hey, Jesse. Hey, Jesse. How you doing tonight? Hold on. Today's Xmas school. Also, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Huh. Now that I think about it, I haven't been eating my favorite dark chocolate lately. Maybe that's why I've been feeling down. I mean, it could be. You never know. And, hold on a second. I'm going to be making I'm going to be making a minor change to the chat because I think the text is actually a little bit too big. So, let's try this. Let's try something a little... Oh yeah, that's a lot better. I play games like Slime Rancher and Pokemon to fix depression. And Judd says hi to Jesse. Or Saints Row. Oh, Saints Row's good. The Saints Row's a lot of fun. Doing okay. Hope everyone's been having a wonderful Christmas. So far, it sounds like everyone's been having a pretty decent day. Or most people have. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that's smell. Dude, his arms are ripped! You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented. But were the rumors true? Don't overindulge on the chocolate. Supply is getting low and it'll go straight to your thighs. And then you'll blow up. Nice reference there, Nether. I approve. Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmers in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy gold finish. Oh god, I'm hungry, and I just ate. The aroma envelops, and you begin to feel warm and safe. So, funny thing is, I've heard there's also a romance movie for KFC. Wait, what? Okay, that's funny. Hey, KFC movie night. Who's with me? Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculations, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavor. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. Okay, but what are those herbs and spices? But that's all I'll say about that. What? You think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw. Nah, my dude. Nah. He's not wearing a shirt under his cooking outfit. Oh god. I'm just drafting a last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what Zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just, writing in my diary. Dear Diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. Hey, hands off my man! She realizes that she is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van, the man, if you don't want any, I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow. Why? Why is that guy a JoJo character? I don't know. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There is enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You made enough chicken for everybody? For one bucket? Colonel attracts all the heads. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try and identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Swim towards the light. Colonel Sanders among anime characters, huh? Life has surprised me yet again. Colonel... You let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it, scrutinizing every flavor. Salt? Maybe. Pepper? Too obvious? Oregano? Basil? Maybe, but... Something else. This is definitely a oh god, this is definitely a fantasy. This KFC version of me can cook better than actual me, apparently. Something dark. Something spicy. You dig deeper. 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 Yes, even deeper still until you find it. Could it be... Oh, we found the secret recipe, but we can't know it yet. He really did it. How bold, how adventurous to use... It's probably relish. How come that doesn't happen to me when I eat KFC? You try to go even deeper into the sea of flavors, but this revelation alone is more than you can handle. You snap out of it and realize that this information was meant to remain a secret. And yet, now you know. A mantle of responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. As you look around, you realize that everyone in the room is consumed by lunch. No one noticed that you've traveled through space and time. How come that... You know, Rusty, Colonel Sanders' 11 herbs and spices brings all the chicken to the yard. All the chicks to the yard. Cole, look on the bright side. At least you probably a better cook than Dean. No, I think that Dean is actually a better cook than I am, because one time I was trying to make pancakes and I kept burning them and I had to ask him for help. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Dr. Strange wishes he could do that. I'm going to approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wonder if I could talk to you for a second? Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Oh! How bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. He has a chicken staff. Little did they know that the secret to time travel was a secret that only Colonel Sanders possessed. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We've got more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give up that easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? Aww. You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use white box. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. White box? Wow. You'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you get some if you searched. Yeah, white box is really hard to find. Oh my god, this thing. Hey there, Logan. I hope you're doing well tonight. And white box definitely isn't the flavor you tasted before. So now you're 2 ingredients closer to knowing the full recipe. But you don't tell Colonel Sanders that. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. It's weed. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I'll leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Oh god, he's actually a villain. Alone together for the first time, you figured now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Nag him to show your own strength. Wow him with a big idea, to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Be modest but thoughtful. Modest but thoughtful. Well, oh, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex, but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Cole. Oh, jeez, I'm regretting using my own name now. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena, where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place! It's magnificent! Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a sec. Oh no! We have to show our stuff! What if I totally blow it? You're not going to blow anything except maybe kisses to the crowds of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders? Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? Team of two, that is, me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Sure, I'll prepare your station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Beep, boop, bzzz. Oh my, two potential partners? I'm sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want Miriam to be? Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Trying to make arrangements for a ride home still at my dad's. Alright, Andy. I hope you're able to get home safe tonight. Let's pair Miriam up with the robot. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnered with Clank today. It's okay. I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Oh my god, this is Food Wars. You're still a sister company to Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. Oh, I love Pizza Hut. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Oh, my mic just fell over. He is quite the expressive robot, if you ask me. Bzzzt. Tissue? I hardly know you. Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two, for today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't even need to cook it. Using octopus would blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. Let's go with the mashed potatoes and gravy. Yep. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. For the record, I actually don't like much when it comes to potatoes. This would be the one thing I'd never suggest. Maybe mashed potatoes. And gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. I love gravy, though. Especially ham gravy. Ham gravy is good. Colonel casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners, mind your own business. Oh, God. You heard him, Sakamoto from... I don't like mashed potatoes because of the texture. I actually don't like potatoes, period. Or at least I don't like... Actually, yeah. I can't remember the last time I liked mashed potatoes. I like potato salad, though. Brown gravy, specifically. Sanders' heart is my business. And you better keep your fingers off of my man! Did someone call for me? No, geez, Van Van. While I'm over here crushing Cole's dreams, you're supposed to take care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley, Van Van. We're working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Cole was struggling. Oh, I'm gonna try and... So, we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha! Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. Also, I like the drumsticks on Ashley's stockings. Oh, I see it now. How about potato chips? Oh, I love potato chips. I like fries, mashed potatoes, baked potatoes, stuffed potatoes, and scalloped potatoes. Oh, I like french fries too, actually. I don't like baked potatoes. I don't think I like stuffed potatoes. I don't think I've ever had those before. And mashed is kind of hit or miss. Scalloped potatoes. That sounds familiar. I guess now that I have a crock pot, I have to learn how to make gravy. Personally, I have no doubts... Okay, let's see. But, Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together. Like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders' hunk of hunks in your time of need. What about tater tots? Ooh, I love tater tots. Turn to Miriam, your forever bestie who always has your back. This one's hard. I'm here to learn and express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements from contracts to handshakes. I took on Cole as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Cole's natural talent or their loyalty. Okay, sure. Miriam does have your back, but she might say something off. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn, those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at the station and realize that, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you'd already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavors. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well, while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Why are his arms so army? Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Oh god. Colonel Sanders holds a spoke out to you. Holds a spoke. Spoke! It's a spoke! It's a spoke! It's a spork! Spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure of this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Someone just smacked me upside the head. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right onto Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something! Do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Cole. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat it wherever it lands. Can I has potatoes face? This is ridiculous and I love it. Sorry, like, looks like Cole is found Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. And just... Why is it served on an axe? Why is it on an axe? Oh my god! I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty. Braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce. Wait, wasn't octopus an option? Hey. Plated on a battle axe forged by my supreme chef ancestors. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and I will I'll look on you with envy. Hey Logan, I was just about to join you guys. The interrupting student rushes Van, swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No! Don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned it in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! Oh god. Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle is being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then it's almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. Van just happened to have a spare axe around, you know, just because. The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious dangers, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Ghost of student. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please let me walk you home. What? Like, for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know, they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Is that a ghost? It is a ghost. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him, in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Cole? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there! There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working toward that dream. Day and night. Never stopping. Never resting. Also lifting a lot of weights. So many weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, You. Shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that! I also saw that you killed a guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. You have a very huge hand. The spork monster is here to fight. What the fuck? I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef at an emotional level. Be afraid. Be very afraid of me, because I am a monster. See? Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn... Wait, what? 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 I am going to... We interrupt KFC to bring you Power Rangers. I am going to defend. trepidation. You close your eyes tight, but then open one just enough to squint and see the spork monster across the battlefield. For some reason, this makes you feel more prepared for what's going to come next. Spork monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Fat lot of good that defense did. Alright, fine. We'll attack. You decide to go on the attack. Let's cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. Fat lot of good that did. Spork monster won't forget this. Spork monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? I'm going to defend. Buff up. You draw energy into your arms, thinking back on all the stirring you did in the kitchen as a child. Your muscles were super swole, and you're ready to take on anything. Spork monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Spork monster uses ulti-tensile. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. I am going to attack. I'm going to chow down. A powerful blow. Spork monster is oozing cheese sauce on the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork monster prepares for its ultimate attack, Rounded Edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. He's got the chicken staff again. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. That's a screenshot, screen capture. Pot pie power pinch. Does 10 damage. Spork monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured spork monster spews steam into the night. Oh, hey, Dean, welcome back. Cole has determination. You know what? We will spare the foul creature. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back like you said. He's totally gonna be back, isn't he? So he was the one who killed Link with all those chickens. Oh god. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but on closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there. Instructing your love, dreams are weird. Okay. Don't give it to Twilight Sparkle. Spork monster, fine. I'm just gonna become a boss character in a couple of days. You wake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? You lie in bed and stare at the ceiling, thinking about the secret you discovered while tasting Colonel Sanders' cooking yesterday. You can't believe he really used white box. And then there was a secret ingredient that the Colonel went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? Just call Colonel Sanders Daddy. It's probably because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the Spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clank. Like him? Like. I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. This game is weird. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? Really? I totally did not see that coming. No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to. And it was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming paradise. Wait, what? Okay, he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade? Oh, parade. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language. Okay, so it's not just me. Even the game knows that that sentence makes no sense. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy. Like I am with Colonel Sanders. Yeah, take it... make it a slow cooker. A slow cooker. Parade. Miriam likes Clank. Good for her. He is an adorable robot. He is. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking Scroll Academy for Learning. You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? However, you don't tell her that you know the second ingredient too, which you discovered on your own. Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. That can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Is this joke going where I think it's going? Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spice. It is a drug joke. Oh my god. No, Cole, you were the chosen one. No one must reveal the 11 secret herbs and spices. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch. You know, like pen pals. I bet you would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Please, 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 please! It would mean the world to me. No one has to know that it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? Make up a fake ingredient. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about... it was Eye of Newt. I know, sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt. Wow! Her eyes light up, imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. It's probably a good thing that we decided to give her a fake ingredient. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. Colonel Sanders! He's arrived at school! On a horse! Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. The horse is pretty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance. Wait, shit, I missed that. I missed that. Damn it. I pressed the button on accident. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose your ability to speak coherently. Why is he waving the chicken staff? Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beaut you have. I mean, what a horseful... Dang it, what? That's just what I said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Cole just gets really nervous around people they like. What? This is not helping. Why is he on a horse? I don't know. He just is. Wrinkles crushing on I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see two rivals. Ashley and Van Van are doing something bad. But the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like, counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad? You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder. Okay, if I accidentally knocked myself off of the romance Colonel Sanders route, I'm okay with that, simply because of the fact that the horse was just too funny. Her MOP days will never die. Cole. Sanders, honey, I know you like chicken, but can I interest you in a taco? Sanders. Sweetheart, nothing beat my love in herbs and spices, and I like chicken breast more. This game is weird, but not as weird as... This game's Colonel Sanders could be an Old Spice spokesman! Yes! Yes! KFC endorsed Old Spice, please! But he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you, like, make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? You immediately dress the rivals down for their immature behavior. Culinary school is to be respected. This kind of nonsense is a waste of everyone's time. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, aren't you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you'd have a good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. Cause I hate when he talks like a commercial. Old Spice that makes you smell like fried chicken. You notice that they haven't been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing. Before you can dig any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep beep. Aw, it's Clank. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language. Not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Oh! Uh-oh. Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone is completely changed in an instant. She bats an eyelash at Colonel Sanders. Oh, her image blanks. That's cool. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of class. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent morning chasing a car all around town and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles gains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken! You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly you do. Which is why, in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Professor Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Cole? Naturally, this appears to be a sample. Appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? This is hard. Which one should I pick? Pepper. Tough decision. The dog biscuit. A shimmering pepper? I also think pepper. Dog biscuit. Okay, so, we have 2 for the pepper, I think. No, 3 for the pepper, actually. And 2 for the dog biscuit. So, I guess we'll go with the pepper. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out to grab it and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. Professor Joge, this is fine. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend. Oh. This guy again? I'm here to give you an important message. Oh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry, I think I still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine. I'll work through... Oh! To fulfill the prophecy, you must... You feel yourself beginning to regain consciousness. Can you save? Oh, you know, I haven't checked. What does this do? Oh! Okay. Resume. Wait. What does load do? And you know what? I'm not going to touch anything. I think it might actually autosave. Aw, man! You come to and find everyone staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever! You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. I think the people who picked a dog biscuit were the ones who made the right call. Whoops. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you. Someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. Let's do it! A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables of you fools before I set my lunch down, then so be it. I'm not the fool. You're the fool, fool. Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Cole. I'll be watching your performance. Shit! Now I have to actually cook! I casted Cole as Christmas past. Ooh. Cole, I thought you liked spicy foods. Oh, I love spicy foods. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sports sing. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least, not until we turn on the timer. Just then, a huge light blasts in your face, flashing the words, timer ready. That's what I'm talking about. Arrgh! I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me. In case anyone was wondering, I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I have a bad feeling about this. I will defeat you myself. Load. Try loading? Oh! Interesting. Okay. So we can load from specific points. Cool. Alright, that makes sense. Almost like a chapter select. But now, let's continue going where we going from here. You had his chicken and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one. And you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs out, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Oh. What temperature does water boil at? Oh. Wow. Okay. Let's try this again. This is going to turn out terrible. I panicked. But also because, like I said, I can't cook. Okay, cool. So, alright, that's cool. Think fast. If the timer runs out, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature does water boil at? It's obvious. Okay, so let's see. Oh, it's 100 Celsius? Really? Okay. Let's just suffer. Celsius, okay. I suck. I suck so bad. So I'd be like, hey guys, you gotta help me through this, but, Delay says no, it won't happen. I had duck for Christmas dinner, something different. Ooh, nice! Okay, so it's Celsius. That's right. But how would you have gotten into this school without knowing that? Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices? 11. You might not know the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? No? I'm begging you to get it together. Get it? I'm a dog. It's never the wrong time to do some dog jokes. Next question. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness that energy. So, where does it come from? That's right. This is your shot and you're not going to miss it. Okay, Devastator guesses that it's gratitude. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling. Nope, it's not. What the? Let's see. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Cole. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you're doing. Okay. Let's try this again. Gratitude is what Devastator thinks. Jesus Christ. We're stuck on a trivia question. Why is it trivia? Why is it timed? Why is it timed? Okay, Celsius. 11 herbs and spices. What's the state of mind that offers the most flavor? Gratitude. You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. Better pick up the pace if you want to survive. Let's see. When you were a child, your father told you never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. That place is a small town where big dreams are formed. What is the sound of success? Bubbling? Oh, the sound of success is silence! Don't make me get the spray bottle? You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders and his horse. His majestic horse. How many spoonfuls of gravy would it take to fill it? What the? You want to try that one again? Yeah. If you guys are okay with it, let's try it again. The sound of success is silence? Seriously? Colonel Sanders has a nice horse. I swear this is rigged. Okay. So, just keep trying, Cole. You'll get it eventually. That's right. But how would you have gotten... knowing that? Okay. 11 herbs. Gratitude. Which, thank you to Devastator again in a few rounds ago. Small town where big dreams are born. Silence, that's right. When they taste your cooking, they'll be so taken with it that they'll be unable to speak. Oh, okay. I don't think you studied for this particular test, Cole. No, I have not. You know this... Okay. What the... Oh, God, I actually looked at the answers and they all involved just Colonel Sanders. What are you thinking? Get your mind back in the competition. You are stranded on a deserted island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a... What a hunk. I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focusing on the challenge? You're falling behind. Okay. I didn't hear the question, so go ahead. Why not? What does that have to do with crafting's particular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. Bzz. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in the kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Cole does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Cole, no! But you're not fast enough, and your hand gets stuck! Immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters, there's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Oh, shoot! Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. I crushed my hand because love. Or lust. Fuck, I don't know which one it is. That's too bad. And there I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Cole's injury. You see Sprinkles begin licking his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you've prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Cole to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Well, lust is one of the 7 deadly sins. No lies detected there, Dark Reaper. No lies detected. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream, 2 ways, tender nuggets, and pearls of blueberry jelly. Jelly? Scripted. Your hand... What did Cole choose to do, or was it scripted? Your hand was crushed because you were lusting after Colonel Sanders and his 11 herbs and spices. And yeah, Nether's right. I'm pretty sure that this was scripted. I will tear off my hand and beat you with my stump. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the hot sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. As he places the sauce-covered finger on his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something to his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Put yourself between Colonel Sanders. Internalize the rage you feel. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames! The flames cause cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash and they fall off of your face. Which means people have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention the crisp you run over the quad to be alone. Wow! The beautiful weather feels like an assault. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You're trying to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to be your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. At least he is aware of how good looking he is. Most anime protagonists can't pull that off. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I've walked the other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician? I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved that I was going to amount to something, no amount of hours, labor, or money could deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignited him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a strong stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that'll bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle-scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the spork monster. Borko? It is, I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you really don't want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Yes, they are on protagonist syndrome, where the protagonists are dense as fuck. Aw, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no. I was a golden retriever. Okay. But I was still... Wait, this is a school where our professor's a dog. This shouldn't be surprising. Until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook. Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg you, respect it. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and gold. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. It sounds like there were some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Cole, together I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal invite? You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something, it's just a side dish I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm real close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation or keep it a secret just for you? You decide that you're as ready as I'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. Ah, the coleslaw. Guile. Okay, thanks, sir. Wait, can you use the magic chicken book to reverse the curse? Probably. I love a man who will provide me copious amounts of cholesterol. Hey, Kawaii Cupcake. How are you doing? The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' luge hideaway. Magnificent. I can't stop staring at his arms. Coleslaw. Nice. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful of it remains in the bowl. You knew it. I knew it. I pressed the button again and I didn't mean to. You could offer to make him more, but he seems to have like he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closely at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap an item to discover more about the Colonel. Oh! You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on the corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic. It's real. Oh, God. Taxidermy? Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Ah. Tap an item to discover more about the Colonel. Ah, so Cole is into arms, huh? You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountains range beyond. Just then, the ghost of Student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack and the ghost of Student is swept out with the breeze. Tap on an item to learn more about the Colonel. You take a closer look at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. Tap an item to discover more about the Colonel. Ah! An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waxing like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of a company they founded, am I right? I'm alright. I've been playing Hades for a while as it's on sale. It's addicting. Ooh! I gotta get myself a copy of Hades. I'm not sure where I should get it, though. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. What is it? I wonder who my friend Pete is. Tap an item to learn more about the Colonel. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt? Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices? Tap on an item. What number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial 111111, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? And you open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on and he wants you to taste it. You try to eat casual until you ask why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. Yes, the best herb and or spice. Sand. You forget to take it off. You forgot to take it off. You decide that now is your moment to make a big move. You tell him you're cold. You fess up and tell the truth. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. I did it! I did it! We've romanced the Colonel! Probably! I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Cole? I honestly think that this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence. I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating. And it gets everywhere. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting for you to ask you an important question. So, would you say we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence. Such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Let's not mix business and pleasure, mister. Business partner? Could he be talking about you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, waits for no one. This game is weird, and now I'm hungry. Be right back. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, I was just... But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. This will be the first game released on the new KFC console. Damn right it is! You can play... You can turn on your Colonel Sanders dating game while you're waiting for your chicken to cook. Hell yeah, the perfect combination. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date! I think I can believe that. Since I'd been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her the whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wow. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole... and focus on school. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. I'm just gonna go on record and say that I really like Miriam. I like Miriam too. There's a part of me that wants to just do a second playthrough of this and just hang out with Miriam if I can. Because I really like Miriam. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from the distance that they're picking on Pop. Because, though he doesn't seem to notice. Because, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you one up right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dipped. Your swirly dipped too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at the school? I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, focusing on the Colonel did end up with you in your hand being crushed. Yeah, that reminds me, like, is my hand still crushed? Or has that just been taken care of by the magic of fried chicken? There is that horse that the Colonel rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, Cole, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're just twisting my words and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injured one from yesterday's mixer makes you wince in pain. Okay, it is acknowledged. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears that things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Cole, how is that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back to fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? He just looks annoyed. Like, look at this face. That is the face of an annoyed man. It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. Okay. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Cole. I am more than capable of enough to speak for myself. Sorry. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Cole. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa! That's that book! It looks like bad news! It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. It's fine. I'll just learn to be ambidextrous. I feel sorry for her thighs, though. Hopefully her blood circulation will be alright. Oh, you noticed, too. I really don't want to discuss Ashley or her chocolate sauce. Her skirt is too short and her boobs are too big. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't that powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with the arcane warnings, cast only in case of extreme emergency. It says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here that says it'll erase anyone I choose from all my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe try a string around your finger? Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you and a pretty good excuse to try it out. What? No, we're not messing with forbidden magic. We're not messing with forbidden magic. No, Miriam is right. If Miriam weren't here, we would probably be doing bad things. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. You don't want to mess with black magic. I do not want to mess with black magic. Don't do it. Don't you fucking... Because he's already in the room waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins breathing quickly. He must be hungry. Reach for some old homework to give him a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. If Miriam weren't here, you would be able to cut yourself on your edge. You reach into your backpack to grab some homework from last semester that you forgot to turn in. Sprinkles immediately goes for it and gobbles the sheet of paper like it's a piece of fresh chicken rawhide. I apologize for the outburst. I know it seems cliche, but not much in this world seems to satisfies like ungraded work. My Cole, were you studying Something with cinnamon? I've been sitting in on a lecture series around the art of baking. How insightful. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Cole, for reminding me to dole out the indispensable bit of wisdom. You see... But before you can get further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class! You think I wanted to get thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. But he looks so sad. But no, you had to show off to your cool kid friends Jeff and Joan, J&J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzz, bzz. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can hold hands as you pedal down a mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Oh! Sad beep. Well, not everything's okay in Miriam Land. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gas of his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Oh god! He broke! I think Miriam broke him. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay? Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend that they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over your final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted by what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam! Right, the semester's only 3 days long. Goodness gracious. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena! But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam? Are you okay? Okay? I'm so mad I can smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud anyway. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not gonna saddle up with Colonel Sanders Stallion and ride off into the sunset without me. Of course not. Well, maybe sort of, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for the both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't have to settle for the first someone to show you a little interest anyhow. Shortest semester ever. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it. While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it. The location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, and a chance to beat the pants off of Van Van, the supposed man-man, and his evil-er counterpart, Ashley. And then 1010 appears. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Cole's famous chicken pot pie. But I hate pot pie! After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders and the cherry blossom petals that follow him. You missed lunch, but you were cheering up Miriam, so all is well with the world. Yep. Cole, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your hand, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was pot pie just from the smell? Not just pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh, is it burning? No, I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. It is the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. Why are you pulling out the chicken staff? There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up to the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese, plus the pot pie you've been practicing, are just the dishes that'll pull you over the edge to victory. Okay, guys, get ready for me to suck at quizzes. We're totally going to fail. Okay. We might need to... Okay, if this is another quiz, we're probably going to have to redo it at least once or twice. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely preparing to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe. Fried chicken. You thought the final boss was Ashley, but it was me, Van Van the Man. When did this become Iron Chef America? Can't escape from crossing fate. Maybe Sanders is casting a spell on you. The intensity in the room starts out at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend Baster Blaster. Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula! Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls out to the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? When did this turn into an RPG again? Oh, Devastator, you fool. It was always secretly an RPG. They misspelled wash. You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's most certainly evil magic? No, fuck it, we're doing it the hard way. Alistair have his own objection there. Ooh! Ooh! Someone needs to do that. Someone needs to do that. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Cole, and I just failed because you distracted me. That girl has nice chicken legs. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Cole, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get an eye of newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your face. Miriam, what have you done? Oh, she summons the spork monster. And his name is Steve. Steve. Wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me. Did we make a new monster? We spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off. But you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle. So I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh, hey, we're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the spork monster notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscrossed some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Yeah, you guessed it, sort of. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in the pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup, back in the old country, you can feel spork monster winding up to tell you a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like the time in monster school that I had fallen asleep due to scare tactics class, and when I woke up, you toss a serious stare at Steve and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck! Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Give up and drop out of culinary school. Summon extra power from deep down within yourself. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. Oh, what did you do to Minecraft Steve? I was gonna say thighs. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Cole, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. Shut up, Anakin! The power you summon immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing for our entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Why am I levitating? You know that with this power you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you are powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, Cole. You have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I am here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But, Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. Also, Professor Dog said there are no rules, just saying. What a man. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students! With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off-screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. I'm flying! It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Cole has a super welcome back, Rusty. Okay, so you missed a possible robot uprising that was stopped, and apparently I turned Super Saiyan. But turning Super Saiyan does not allow me to stop time. Also, I think something exploded. Not quite sure. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now! Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing as he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in USCAL history. But it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature weird burp or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. It's been 3 days! Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. I'm thirsty. I need some water. I saw you go Super Saiyan. Wait, robot uprising? describe your dish. Yeah, Clank learned to speak English. Don't worry, Van took care of him. I've made tender udon noodles in a savory soup. That looks so good, but so small. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Narutomaki? I spy a float in its itsy bitsy bowl. Yes, chef. Please, call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles casually sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pinky dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. You even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all myself. It looks good. Why is it so small? She does specialize in tiny dishes, but I didn't think it was that literal. Ugh. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with so much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Cole, for helping me believe in myself. Oh, no problem, girl. Van, you're up. Now, describe your dish. I made... Uni over smooth egg custard in an axe-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. What? What? Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is my kind of brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof, 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 woof. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Ew, my tongue! The professor appears to have an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this. I keep poking my tongue. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified? For glamour? Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Apparently Van doesn't know the meaning of overcompensating. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student! Ashley, it's time to step up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup tossed with French and connected topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. I can't pronounce words. This is why you take out the spikes and then dunk out the acids just so that there's bone left. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it anyway. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food? At a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, Cole? I told you, it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it, and an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally could not keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you! And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best. But this time, without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me, either! If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cook, step up together. 2 chefs! What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Why does I say box? Meringue. Thanks, Nether. I can't words. What am I, an English major? I can't speak. I only majored in public communications and minored in writing. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing. And completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. Mac and cheese with fried chicken in it. Fuck. Do I still have a bowl of mac and cheese? God, I'm hungry I'm suddenly very hungry right now. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. Ooh, chicken mac and cheese. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even Van and Ashley are drawn back to it by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Okay. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. They were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. And you get a car! And you get a car! And you get a car! DJ Dog is in the house! Oh! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a run-round turntablist who says he can't teach an old dog new tricks. I actually don't like mac and cheese. That's fair. Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. Ashley is cute, looks really cute in that outfit. I am just saying. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He has totally mellowed out. Wait, is this one Borko or Steve? Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here on out, I prefer that everyone refer to my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Spork Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop! He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat a crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma. So, we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing on the school. Not to mention the honor of educating the son of the Chancellor of... What?! The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I've graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I'm not of this earth. I'm actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. Now that I've learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. Is this a Sony movie? Is this going to end in a dance party? Probably. I have just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders and his cherry blossom petals arrive. Howdy, classmates. Oh, fuck, he's hot. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting off the edge of the dance floor. He is lanky. You Squidward meme. Cole, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, I don't know. Spicy musk, tidy goatee, decree from the University of Cooking School, Academy of Learning, just to name a few. Colonel Sanders would like to remind you to buy his $5 party pack. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. Yes! As you glide across the dance floor hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be so glad to spend it with you, Cole. 100th franchise! How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection, but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear Cole, I'm sure you'll find your place eventually. What? And along the way, you'll have me by your side. Whoa, wait, what? The end. Well, okay. Huh. Huh. Okay. I don't think we got the best ending, but I am content. Okay, so, we finished, we had one crash, or more like, we had one case where my internet died, but we finished I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating sim, and GG Cole, you won his respect. Romantically, but apparently not chef-like? Or what? Okay. Final thoughts. This was weird. This was just weird. There's no other way for me to get around this. But I will definitely say this. I had a lot of fun. I can see Dean is sold. Yeah, in all seriousness, this, though, as weird as this was, I had a great time. And my hands are glitching, so I'm just gonna stop using them. God damn it. Someday that thing will work. But, yeah. Oh, wait. Wrong thing. This was something. Yes. This was something is indeed an accurate statement. I think weird might be an understatement. But yeah, it's like... this chef has a handsome face. He has the style, he has the... So yeah, this was a thing. I am never going to play this again. But I'll be honest with you, I'm glad that I did. Because that was a lot of fun. It was weird, but it was a lot of fun. I had a great time. I hope you all did too. Yeah, there's nothing more that I can say. So, thank you to everyone who came out to watch the stream. Andy Chaplin, Jesse Worthington, Judd, Devastator, Rusty Helm, Dean, as always, Jared, if you're still there, Dark Reaper, Kawaii Cupcake, anyone else that I probably forgot about? All of you, like, seriously, this was a pretty great time. Anyone else who either didn't say anything in the chat or who I might have forgotten about. Thank you all for coming out. So, which game is weirder, this game or Bug Snacks? Nothing can beat Bug Snacks. So yeah, thank you all for coming out. I hope you had a great time. I know that I did. I'm suddenly hungry for some mac and cheese and chicken. God, I can't even remember the last time I went to KFC. I might need to change that. So yeah, in terms of subliminal advertising, I'd say that this game worked. I say, in all seriousness, this was fun. Yeah, it was. I'm glad you all had. I'm glad, and I hope that you all had a great time. So yeah. Merry Christmas to everyone, if you celebrate. If not, I hope you all had a fantastic holiday. And I don't know when the next time I'm going to be streaming, but if I don't see you all next week, I wish you all a Happy New Year. Seriously. Thank you all for coming out. Also, it looks like playing games on my PC actually worked out relatively well. I gotta get an upgrade for my laptop, and once I do, maybe we'll be able to stream some games on here. Either way. Have a good night, y'all. And remember, Colonel Sanders is extremely hot. Mmm! Alright. Night, y'all. Take care.